Well, that didn't go well.
Oh, no worries, Morris.
Still
Plenty of
four
other
more.
prospects. Well, 4.
Hey,
What about
Pete
you,
mentioned
Sparky?
going into the west. What is that?
Ooh,
The afterlife?
well, that's a very complicated question, Morris. Just think of it as leaving all this behind.
The actual
Which is not
afterlife.
something we can do now. We need to go find Val. They're opening the sculpture park today.
Oh, is that opening already? Time certainly does move a bit quicker once you're not in the world. Talking to
does.
people, it all feels so distant. Though, if I'm being honest, I suppose I was a little buried in the museum those last few years after, well, you know. You might say I started living like a ghost well before I became one.
Oh, you weren't a ghost, Morris. That museum is full of life, and ghosts can't give belly rubs anywhere near as well as you did, trust me. Now let's get going. We're gonna find Val.
Ah, yes, Val.
Actually,
I
Doug,
do
I have a lot
feel a
of
bit
questions.
sorry for her, having her home invaded by all these silly artists.
Maybe. But at least we have a laird who's interested in doing nice things for Shelmerston.
I suppose so. I was never sure about letting all those artists stay on Shelmerston, but I must admit that his heart's in the right place.
Very much is.
Well,
usually
let's find
is.
Val then. After
The
you,
outcome of
Sparky.
things never really reflect how people's hearts feel. Oh, the sculpture garden. Looks very amazing. Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154. Welcome back to I Am Dead. Oh, they make benches for a lot of people. We are currently in the second stage. We are looking for Valerie Outram's ghost because she is a possible candidate for the next custodian. So, if you end up liking this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Oh, this is big. Check out the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game and what do you think about all this. Just look at this. Oh, this is huge. So apparently Valerie was a sculptor. Yeah, sculptor. Fine example of land art. Oh, they made this? Pilgrimage was created by an artist, Don Jones, who often works by exaggerating the landscape that already exists before the work started. Here Jones took a small mount that existed in the park and played with the shape and form until they created a piece now that dominates the corner of Shelmerston Sculpture Park. So we are going to look into the memories of all the people who knew Valerie, and we'll see what we can get. So this is, we do it by sections. All right. This is Henry Outram. Oh, I'm gonna do Henry last. That's family. That's last. What the hell is this? So let's start with the little fox. Not the woman wearing, not the person with the, is that a hat? A mask? Or is that their actual face? All right, let's start with Ornette the fox. Ornette is old enough and comfortable enough with people of Shelmerston that she no longer fears sleeping in the park. She considers it her park in broad daylight. All right, Ornette. Also, I love Annapurna games.
Gloves. I love them. I can't get enough gloves.
All right, so the fox steals glove.
I stole the farmer's glove. I stole the fisherman's glove.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
saw
of
that
stuff.
girl out in my woods, riding that strange bumpy beast around again.
Why do you have a camel?
She really seemed to love that awful creature.
Well, we humans grow attached to our pets. The hell? There we go.
This was an opportunity I wasn't going to miss.
Oh, I have one of those. They're really good for grooming your pets.
Lovely gloves.
Alright, so she stole her gloves.
I always did suspect there might be something in those rumours about camels on the island. All that time, and Val never let on.
How the hell do
Bless
you not
you,
notice
Val.
a camel? So the gloves should be here somewhere. Gardener's glove. This is the one? Fingerless glove. Oh, there's the den. Oh, she has a family. Raymond the fox. Baby foxes. Ah, here's the glove. The grooming glove. So that's pretty much all we're doing in this game is we're finding people who have memories of said ghosts, and then we're finding items that the ghost had.
Hey, Morris. I bet you wish you were alive so you could rub me with this glove.
Not really. Not particularly. Alright, we're on to the next area.
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris.
Yeah, there's
I'll
also...
pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
Okay. Yeah, there's also the creatures known as Grankins. Huh. There we go. First Grankin. So the pet out time, I'm also gonna look for these. Right to the next area. There's a Grankin. There we go. Found another one with you guys. I mean, on this stage. 10. Okay. We also have a memory. This is Mimi Bergonzi. Bergonzi. Mimi and Val were best friends until Mimi left Shelmerston to study drama and dance at Exeter University, and they lost touch. She has since returned to the island where she lives with her kids, Arthur and Katie. So we're looking at Valerie's childhood friend.
In the last summer, before our GCSEs, Val and me spent a lot of time together, usually wondering how we could get our hands on something to drink. No one on this stupid little island would serve us, though.
Well, it's because you were kids, aren't you?
One day, we were hanging around on the allotments near the quay when we spotted something.
Is some guy stealing booze? Oh no. Offloading booze.
Later that night, we went into the woods behind Val's house to drink it, sitting on top of that ancient stone that they say protects the island. But there was no way we were going to get through it all. So we decided to bury the rest.
Huh.
A few weeks later, we went to dig it up again, but couldn't remember where we dug the hole.
That makes sense. So we're gonna try to find their secret stash. It's buried
There
here
is so
somewhere.
much of our history buried on this island. Stories everywhere, right under your feet.
Well, just start digging. Is it where the shovel is? It is. Mimi's secret stash. That was an easy find. Again, I love I forgot what this certain developer is, but
Wow,
they made
Morris,
another game that had this kind of
smells
aesthetic.
Incredible. I'm getting scallops. I'm getting peaty bogs. I'm getting roast lamb.
What?
Woof!
What the hell is in this? No, wait. Wait, what is this? Sheep shank? Okay. That's a weird one. Alright. So, there we go. Got another one. I like that they have the little thing over in the corner. Actually, you'll see it once 036 leaves, but they have a little icon in the corner. Again, what the hell? Please explain Hector to me. Alright, so the talking dog shouldn't have been weird to our character. Hey. What would this be? Bush? Yes, this is it. There we go. Found another Grankin. I don't know why I want to find them, but I'm going to. What is this? The Laird as a camel. Laird's coffin. The Laird is keen member of the Coffin Club movement and asked that this sculpture double as a mausoleum. This will be his fun. Huh. Weird. All right. It's on this side. Okay. There we go. Oh God. These are really tickling my brain. Oh, if you're wondering about the Grankins, they're spirits. Old spirits. Oh, heck. There's another person here. Caroline Kitcher. Alright. Artist friend of Henry Outram.
I spent the summer of '83 with Henry Outram, Laird of Shelmerston, in his grand hall working on a new piece. It was supposed to be about the volcano, but once I arrived, I found myself. Henry was a delightful host, always excited to have us bright young artists around, and always ready with a charming question or a fortifying
So I can't
glass of
just speed
something.
past these.
His daughter, I think her name was Valerie or something, was usually outside roaming the grounds. Henry said she was discovering herself and learning self-reliance through independent play.
Honestly, that is just
She
called
seemed
lazy
feral to
parenting.
me.
Yeah, he's a lazy parent. Don't lie. They're not learning themselves or learning self-reliance through independent play. You just didn't want to watch them, so you sent them outside. Don't fucking lie.
One day, I came across the perfect finishing touch to my sculptural masterpiece, but it turned out to belong to the wretched child. I tried to explain to her why I needed it, but she snatched it away and walked off.
Well, it wasn't yours to take. Also, I'm not saying that you can't let your children be independent. I don't want blimp or helicopter parents, but you gotta find the balance. And if your answer to why your child is outside in the mud, naked as the day they were born, is that they're learning about themselves, you're a bad parent. You gotta teach a child to be a person, otherwise they'll be horrible people.
I went to Henry, thinking he could make her give me the boat. But to my astonishment, Henry told me it was up to her if she wanted to give it to me.
Yeah, why are you trying to take a child's toy? Also, at me, parents, I want to see you do it.
Henry called his daughter and we all talked about it. When Henry suggested that maybe I could buy the boat, her little eyes lit up. It cost me £200 for that little wooden boat.
she
It was
hustled you.
worth it.
That boat was probably 35 cents.
Henry was a good dad at heart.
He was.
Caring about Val's feelings. And treating her like a grown-up even when she was little. Partly how she became so independent, I reckon.
Yeah.
I know it was tough on him. But they both turned out pretty well.
Yep. She turned out well, but yeah, no, don't. Your child's not discovering themselves. They're unsupervised. she hustled that lady out of 200-pound. All right, we found Val's toy boat. Now the last person we gotta look at is Henry, but I'm gonna find all the Rankins before I do that.
I wonder how many people even saw this.
Quite a few. Well, not the boat itself. This is just for her. Because you can't, because it's a sealed off piece of work. So the boat was just there for her artistic view. Okay. I'm right there, my controller is going nuts. There we go. I want to find all the Grankins first, so I'm gonna just keep going through it like this. There's a pineapple. Again, I don't see the point of that. It has to be. Oh, cool. Found that pretty simple. I just have 3 more to find. This has to be it. There we go. It's the only pear-shaped thing in this area. Well, as far as I know. 2 more Grinkins. Then we could finish out Val's whole situation. There we go. Where's this last Grinkin? So there's one more Grinkin for us to find. Oh, cool. Picnic basket. Is there a random egg in that pie? Or that bread? Alright, we found all the Grinkins. Gala pie is a traditional English pie made from pork with a hard-boiled egg running through the middle of it. Okay. Egg on my face. Although I am American, so English food is very strange to me. Yeah, here we go. Pilgrimage, and we're gonna check out Henry. Henry is Valerie's father, the 17th Laird of Shelmerston, and its main landowner. He is a keen patron of the arts, and often his residence as artist staying in Outram Hall. His grounds are now a public park, on which he has just opened this sculpture garden. Hey Henry, how you doing? Laird. Lord.
After my wife Penny's death, I struggled to find ways to spend time with my daughter.
Really?
It had hit us both hard, but, you know, stiff upper lip and all that.
Nope.
I always found it best to keep busy.
Yeah, stiff
Looking
upper
for
lip.
something we could do together, I bought Valerie a set of paints. But she never even opened them. I was cross at first, but asked myself, what would Penny do? So I decided to let it go.
Yeah, let the kid be a kid. She'll find her
Then
way
one
to
day I
art.
managed to talk her into coming into the park with me to paint some of the nature she loves so much. She wasn't very enthusiastic, but agreed to give it a try.
Yeah, share your hobbies with your
It was a
kids.
disaster. Valerie simply didn't have the temperament for painting. She had a huge, silly tantrum and threw all the paints away.
Okay.
I told her I wasn't having this kind of childish behavior, and I told her to stay in her room until she had calmed down.
She snuck
I
out.
wish Penny was still with us. She would have known what to do with the child.
Not really. No one knows what they're doing. So we're looking for paint.
Very hard that, to lose a parent. Was never going to be easy after her mum died, but he always did seem distracted with his fancy art projects.
Yeah. So I think we're looking for that. So aha. Well, here's where the art stuff was. No, it's not going to be here, but I just want to look just in case. Oh, here it is. Old pallet. She threw that into a tree and it got stuck. Child had the arm of a god.
Yeah, painting really wasn't for Val, was it?
No, it wasn't. Hopefully she found something. Oh, there's a fifth one. Wait, where did this come from? Can't just add things willy-nilly. It's another person with a memory of Valerie. Oh, she did like the camel. Oh, Henry again. I guess her father would have the most memory of her.
The famous sculptor Vernon Russet was working on a huge statement piece in my honor. A statue of a camel with my head. When I saw it, I felt quite uncomfortable, but I didn't want to upset him. Poor Vernon could be awfully temperamental, sinking into dark moods for days.
Well, he's an artist.
The week before the public unveiling, Vernon had me visit the statue. He needed to make some final adjustments to the face. Valerie came along too. She looked like thunder. She hated that statue and wasn't afraid to show it. I couldn't help thinking how like her mother she was.
Yep. So, again, in the last episode, Martin was surprised by a lot of things, but there is a person with a piece of fruit for his head. I guess in this world that's normal, but all the other shit he was surprised about.
When the statue was revealed, the nose was missing. Fortunately, we all managed to cover our surprise and act like nothing was wrong, so no one was any the wiser. Some fellow from the Times wrote a glowing review, so Vernon wasn't too glum about it.
Of course he wasn't.
I'm pretty sure I know what happened to that nose.
Yeah, well, you may have had your differences, but she is your daughter.
Aha, the old Outram spirit. Good for you, Valerie. Your mother would have been proud of you.
Yeah, Val told me about this. She had a whole speech prepared in case they figured out it was her who cut that nose off.
Really?
But she never even needed it.
Got away. Perfect crime. Where would this nose be? Yeah, this is also where, so this is where her dad wants to be buried. The bush? And this brush over here? Layers upon layers upon layers. Please, let it end. Oh, there it is. Other than that, we're gonna keep that gag going on for a while longer.
Oh, this thing looks heavy. I'm surprised Val was able to even lift it.
Probably just rolled it down the hill. All right, I got. Yep, this is gonna take a while. Oh, someone really needs to take care of this bush.
We did it!
Yes, we did.
Yes, I know what Val smells like now. Her signal is wafting through to me very clearly. Time to fly.
Yep, let's help her. All right. 4 more. Oh, here they are. And we have revived Valerie. Hey, Valerie.
Morris? Morris Lupton? Is that really you?
Yeah,
And Sparky?
small afterlife.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
You too. You're looking very,
Dead?
Yeah, dead.
yeah. But quite good, considering.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Val.
And Sparky talks now. Death certainly
You've
has
been dead longer for
strange.
me.
What brings you by?
Well, we're trying to find a replacement custodian. You've surely seen the volcano.
Oh, yes. Poor Aggie. Must be very tired.
Aggie?
Aggie.
Aggie is the current custodian.
Oh, well, then, yes. We were hoping you might replace.
Never told us about Aggie.
Morris. That's some ask.
Oh, you can do it, Val.
I'm flattered, but those are enormous shoes to fill. And I'm not like you, Morris. I don't love this town like you do. And,
Well-
if I'm being honest, I can't abide all those arty types and mainlanders tromping around. I can't speak for them. This job isn't for me.
Oh,
It's also
I'm
stopping
sorry
people
to
from
hear that,
dying,
Val.
because when a volcano
But,
goes,
but
especially on
I
an island of this
understand.
size,
Thank you.
people die.
It's been so nice to see you again.
you too, Val. Sparky, I'd love to spend some more time chatting with Val.
Oh, I'm sorry, Morris. We really need to keep this search up. That volcano is looking dire.
Come back later, Morris. I'll be here.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
and
right,
your dad
Val.
might be there
I'll
too,
find
and
you
everyone
later.
else in the
Goodbye.
island. People are about to die and she doesn't care. Oh.
Slow down, Sparky. I need to get some things straight.
No time, Morris. We need to find the next prospect.
Well, it's just that I don't quite understand what we're doing.
We're looking for the custodian.
Well, I get that bit, Sparky, but what does the custodian have to do exactly?
Oh, well, it's hard to explain with your human words, but,
Okay.
the custodian kind of mingles with the island, becomes a part of it.
A part of the rock, the volcano.
Yes, the
Everything.
rock, and the sea, and the animals and plants. The custodian becomes a part of all of these things. It becomes part of the island spirit.
And you give up being a ghost.
Yeah, well, a walking around talking kind of ghost. Stop being someone who can go into the West. It's quite a sacrifice.
Oh, wow.
It is.
No wonder Val doesn't want to fill those shoes. Aggie must be a legend.
Ah, she really is.
I always thought there were those folks destined to be mayors and, I suppose, custodians. And then there are people like me and Val, destined for smaller lives.
What? Small? Morris, your heart is as big as the island. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I suppose I'm more like one of those island oddities in the museum.
Yeah. And they were always the visitors' favourites. Now, we need to move on. Next up is Ogden Beckett, in the Old Town.
Ogden it is. I'm right behind you, Sparky.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. We are going to Ogden next, and we're going to look for Ogden. We're gonna look for Ogden, and we will continue this in the next episode. What happened? No, you didn't. I had it paused for a reason.
So, Ogden next, eh?
Okay, Ogden.
I'll be glad.
His music always hurt my ears, but he was good at chin scratches. Oh, lovely guy. Oh, look, the ferry's coming in. There'll be loads of tourists all over this quayside soon.
Well, I suppose they won't get in our way much anymore, eh, girl?
Damn it. What are you forcing me to do? Here we go. Dang nabbit. Alright guys, I'm gonna accept. Oh god, that's a lot of Grankins. Okay. So I'm gonna end this episode here. If you tell me what you think about the game. I like the art style, and Val, while it's warranted that she didn't want to be the custodian because of what you have to sacrifice, this is one of those things where if a volcano of this size erupts, this entire island is done. I don't even think the people in the lighthouse will survive. That depends on the magnitude of the eruption, but the fact that this volcano makes up the majority of the island, there's no way they can make it. At this point, if it was this active and a geologist didn't tell these people to run for their lives, they're all dead. So, I'm gonna end this episode here. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Check out there's another game in the description called Ho Ho Come. It's made by the same developer, and it's very good. I like the art style. It doesn't have much overt story, but if you look deeply, it is. So I'm gonna get out of here. If you made this far in the video, Prime thanks you, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.